video, and I'm ticked off about that, okay? So make sure you check the comment section or the description, click the link, go watch that video, go support it. Because the only way I'm able to make more of those videos is if you guys support them. So, thank you all for the love. Enjoy the video. Alright, so listen up, folks. This is a very special video. This is an emergency video right now. I wasn't planning to record. It's like 10:30 p.m. right now on a Monday. I have to pack. I'm going to New York in a couple days. But listen, Puffco just dropped off a bag with their newest e-rig. And I wanted to get my thoughts recorded on it before anybody else, because they just told me that I am officially the first person outside of Puffco to get my hands on this product, okay? We official over here now, okay? We get early access to these things. So when they came to me and told me that they're dropping a new version of their best-selling product, the Peak, this is effectively the Peak V3, this is the new version, I knew that I had to get my hands on it quick. And quickly I did. As you can see, we're the first people to have it. So let's check it out. You know, let's see what's going on. We're going to rip some cat-ass review. If you guys remember,
we will be playing stroke play today. 3 holes ahead of us.
Recently.
All right, let's get on our horse.
On that. We're going to do the same thing here with this product. This is not a paid review. They have not paid me for this. The product was provided for free. Listen, some of you guys might be wondering where we are right now. Okay? We're in Struggle Studios, my apartment. Okay, so I built this little setup. We got like a white light back here, and I constructed this setup so we could do more content out of my crib. It's always, you know, helpful cut costs. You know, economy's getting tight in this bitch. Okay? That sounds kind of sexual, I'm not going to lie. Considering the current one costs almost as much as a PlayStation 5, okay? Do you know how many tuggies I could get for the cost of a current Puffco? Alright? So, 220... I mean, that's wonderful. That's only like 3 tuggies, you know, and good tuggies too, like 5 lower tier tuggies, you know. So we're off to a strong start here, Puffco. What's in the box? Oh, wait, hold on. So look at this. Look at this. You see this? You see Towley in the background too, but do you see this? It looks like the atomizer is built into it instead of being like removable. I don't know. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. What do you guys think? I don't know. Hold on. We got more in the box, though. Hold on. Oh, they gave me every colorway. Oh, fuck. All right, the camera lost track of me a little bit, but yeah, we have every colorway. So they gave me 3 different colorways here, okay? And these are the 3 that are coming out.
You can't hit them all.
I want to stress, okay?
I'm not going to be around 160 yards.
All right, I'm just going to be straight up. I got respect for Puffco as a company, but I've come to expect a lot out of them, okay? And I'm not going to be nice in this review. I'm not. That's just the way this is going to go, okay? I have high expectations. Looking at it right now, I'm going to imagine battery life. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to guesstimate the battery life on this might not be as good as the Peak Pro, okay? Does it say anything about that anywhere on here? I don't know. Let's see. They're like, hold on. What did it advertise over here? 4 heat settings. Okay, so you still get the 4 heat setting. On the box, I'm not seeing anything about, like, battery life. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll rip this shit and figure it out, okay? Let's take a look inside the chamber, all right? Plus this bad boy. Ooh. Okay, so it's a little tiny. It's like a...
And he's in the green side.
It looks like a little baby 3D XL. I don't know if I'm tripping. Maybe it's the same size, but I think it definitely is a little smaller. It's like a little baby atomizer in here, but it's supposed to be that same 3D atomizer, okay? So what that means is this shit is allegedly going to shove. Now also, look at the glass opening, right? The opening up top, bigger, way different. I'm expecting some flow out of it. Let's get some water in this bitch. All right, so we're locked in. I got some water in this bad boy, okay? Let's talk about the temperature settings before we get a dab ready to go. So, as you can see, there's a little light band around the base. It's kind of hard to see, you know, but it looks cool, you know? This thing is sleek. I don't think I can really stress how good this feels in my hand. Like, this is light, bro. It has this matte finish that just has this nice grip. Like, it feels premium. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's half the price of the Peak Pro.
That's gonna drop.
But honest to God, feels better. Like it feels more premium in my hand, and that's weird to say because objectively these probably are cheaper materials. You know, you've got like some rubber going on up here or something, but it's just done very well. Like they're going for a budget segment of the market here, and I think they're about to fucking steal that entire segment of the market. I'm not gonna lie. Like. Under $300, your options for an E-rig
right, here's a
prior to
5-foot putt.
were pretty robust, but all kind of the same. There wasn't really much that made the
Don't get down on yourself just yet, starting off over par,
right?
But you know what? We're going to fix that as we progress through this course.
That's all I'm going to say. I hope it rips. I'm trying not to get too excited, but the way it feels in my hand, I fucking love, okay? The atomizer, you know, it seems to be a little smaller, but you get the joystick cap right here. The lights, you know, we got 4 temp settings, so let's see. We got the green light, we got the red light, we got the white light, and we got the blue light, okay? Kind of hard to see on the camera a little bit. You can kind of see, you know? With the white lighting, it's not super easy to pick up, though. But, I mean, I think white surely is the color we go with, right? You know, got to break it in the right way, you know what I'm saying? I think white is still the top color here. I want to see, however, if this has app connectivity. So give me a minute. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me, like, scroll through. Okay, so for the sake of this video, we're going to use the dab tool that they include with this device. I was going to go grab a hot knife, but I stopped myself. I realized, you know, we're going to use the little metal Puffco dab tool, which appears to be the same dab tool they include with, like, all of their devices. So, what else comes in the box before we go any further? It appears to really just be the device, and you get a charging cable as well, which is nice. In fact, the charging cable here seems to be longer than the one that they normally include, which you'd think they would do the opposite for the budget device, but this appears to be a way better USB-C than the one they typically include. You also get your Q-tip still in the box, which I don't think I need to show you. I hope you know what a Q-tip looks like, you disgusting fucking freak. If you don't, I mean, get out of here, bro. You're not really welcome on this channel. Oh my god, oily-ass ears, bro. That shit's disgusting. Look at you. You stink, dude. I can smell you from here.
5-iron on display for this one.
In true, you know, OG fashion, we're going to take the dab with this tool, okay? So let me set down my microphone here real quick. And we have got ourselves some Papaya King hash rosin here today, okay? Let's bust this open, show you guys real quick. Oh, man, the lighting's done.
All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got.
Okay, well, I mean, I swear it's good. Guys, I swear to God it's fire. All right, hold on. All right. Okay. I think it's fair to just take, like, a normal-sized dab out of it, you know? Like, just... If I was just, you know, normal dab, run-of-the-mill, you know, I'm just some normal guy. My name's Jeffrey Johnson, and I'm just purchasing this device today, you know.
Oh, no.
And I would like to dab on white. Thank you, sir. Okay.
And this next putt for him
All right, it's heating
is
up.
for birdie.
It's heating up. So when it's heating, it seems to, you know, kind of glow the same way the other devices do. I mean, bro, I can't stress how good this feels in my hand. Like, it's perfect. It fits in my hand the way that, like, an Xbox 360 controller might fit in your hand, where it's like, wow,
with that putt.
This really conforms to my hand. Like, they put some thought into the hand feel here. The joystick is stiffer than the one that's on their other atomizers, I noticed. It's still a joystick cap, but it's different, for sure. Here we go. It's ready.
Oh, so close. And a 5-foot putt for him. And if this goes, it'll be for his par. Just a little 3-footer left for this one. Short putt, but it moves to the left. Oh man, you gotta be sinking those putts, my friend. This one's just a 3-footer. Okay, let's see what the next hole has.
They've done it again. Dude, I'm not gonna like
3 over at the moment.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and glaze, okay? If this device was $400 like their other devices, we'd be having a tough conversation right now. Okay? But I'm looking at this in the lens of this costs about half of what their current Peak Pro does, right? This costs about half. And I wouldn't say this hits half as well. I would say, honestly, value-wise,
He's looking ready to roll.
this,
Let's see how he does on this hole.
time will tell how reliable it is. You know, it seems maybe they tried some new stuff here. Who knows how it holds up? That just made me so happy.
Like
you know what,
Puffco?
Because listen, I'm going to be straight up right now. I fucking hated the V1 Peak, okay? I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush. I hated that thing. The OG Peak, I was very vocal about it. Online, openly on the internet. You know, I talked about it, how I actually threw it in the garbage. I did not like the device. I got tired of it.
For you.
It makes me, I feel like a proud uncle.
And
going from when I owned that OG
deep stuff
$400, $450 user. All right, listen up, yo. We got a problem, dude. I got an op, okay? I got a real fucking op, okay? I was on Instagram Reels. Listen to this kid.
6-iron from them.
Goblins. I must
Let's
kill
see what his
them while
second
they're
shot
sleeping.
looks like.
See how many twists it takes to rip their heads off.
Yo, fuck you, man. All right, yeah, let's take a fucking dab, dude. What am I doing? Hold on. Bro, it's lurking on my shit like a homeless person. Get off. All right. Okay. Dab number 2.
Iron.
Straight out the box, too, mind you. We did not charge this at all. This just came, like, out of the box. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that so far. The way it hits is interesting. It hits different. The glass attachment, you know, the more open mouthpiece, it gives it a more open rip. Like, it's just
Looks
open.
like this one's going left. Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it?
Okay. It did already clog. I took one hit, and it was already a little bit clogged. So, maybe with prolonged use, you might see this one clog more. Not that, you know, like, what do you don't get that. But, devices I can think of that are like, what the fuck? What have I got in the morning? Honest to God, 9.5 out of 10. Like, I really, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, this could be a 10 out of 10 product. For the price range, just like, dude, what more do you want?
This is sheer insanity. How is he going to do
yesterday,
this?
Yesterday, you know, I was really enthusiastic.
Let's just wait and find out.
Absolutely fully
We got a
loaded
right
right
to
now,
left
okay?
break on this one.
I'm going to make it clear, I don't think this is how you're meant to use this device. A little RGB gaming piece. Definitely not. This is where the real gap begins to appear between the two products. Wallpaper beginning to peel off in the corner there. Oh, follow me. All right. Listen, that's like top of the line.
He's trying to save par right here. Let's see if he can do it.
Can you screw this
Looks like this one's taking a break to the left.
I don't think you can. No, you cannot. You cannot. It does not fit. So, essentially, you're getting a less modular device with no Bluetooth connectivity and slightly worse glass, I'd argue. Slightly. I don't.
Setting this one up about 8 feet out.
Quite a few years for anyone to catch up to this.
Oh, almost in there. All right, we need this to go. This to save par.
Yeah, so you can relate to this, right? Because, you know, I'm almost 40. You are your age. I'm not going to say it. Isn't the decade
Ooh, easy, Tiger.
Like?
This putt's around 5 feet away.
She needs to enjoy her swing. Right?
Yes, absolutely. You don't even begin to truly know yourself until you hit 30.
Oh, yeah.
And then, even between 30 and 40 is when you really start to know yourself.
Yeah. I'm 1 year away from 40, and I think I'll think of that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No,
Okay, let's get this one in the cup and finish this round. All right,
I'm
we're
over
done
it, but
with
I
a
do have a few
tap,
things
tap,
to
tap.
say, especially what happened
And
on
at the end
golf
of this
today.
one, scorecard
I'm not
says
particularly
+4 for you.
happy with a
And
particular
that's just
statement that
about
was
it
said
for
on
me.
there
Thank you
about
for
what's
taking me
being
around the
said
course
to
today.
me
Had a lot of
about
fun. Hopefully we'll do it again
what
soon.
I said was a contributing factor, and they made it seem like it was the factor of them breaking up. So yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. The exact comment I said to Beans was Nightmare a contributing factor of y'all breaking up? Not was Nightmare the reason y'all broke up? There's a difference between those two statements.
That's facts.
Mhm.
Big facts.
Yep, exactly.
Hell yeah.
So, I don't know. I can't wait to not talk about it anymore. And I can't wait to talk about Rastolph's baby face. That was amazing.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. When they said he looked like a fool, I was like, I didn't see it until they said it, and I was like, yes, he does. Put him in film right now, and he fit in. He doesn't even need the makeup or anything, and just like put him in a Christmas suit, he's ready to go. Done. Period.
Santa stuff. I can't.
Oh, it's too good.
Wait, where did Buck go?
Remember he was cooking dinner. He was the way he was making was a pasta dish that's kind of like lasagna, not exactly the kind of. So he probably had to go handle it. That's probably what happened.
All right, so I'm gonna go so y'all can pull people in. But y'all have a fun show. I gotta get ready for our show. So bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Take care. Love you too.
Ciao.
Oh, we got Rastolph in chat. We'll remember this. Remember it, Santa Staub. Remember it, bro. No one gives a fuck. All right, Epic Brady. And Exile. Fuck it. What's going on, gentlemen?
Yo, hey guys.
How are you?
Another day.
A double feature.
I
I
just
swear.
yeah. There's one more. But
I just got back.
I said this on Nerd Slam, but I think it bears repeating. That's what Kay called this shit 2 months ago. He called the Beans and Chris breakup and why they break up. That's what Kay called it 2 months ago.
So impressed with Gay for real.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said this last night. Half of the people who jump on him over this Beans and Grim shit, and all he ever fucking knew was that Grim was a bomb. Grim was always a bomb.
Let me ask you this. Have they, not asking content or whatever, have you and Bean spoken?
Outside of like doing like
The show.
Yeah.
Okay. She was in chat or whatever talking on me, and I think that God era 2015. Right. I think. What I'm saying is, you know, I think that cooler heads will obviously prevail, and I think once all the dust settles, people can reflect. When they reflect, they kind of figure out root causes of everything. So I think at some point, I think it'd be nice if y'all do a stream and talk. You know what I mean? Just talk. Like nothing crazy. You know.
That's the good thing we are doing. I'm going to be hosting the dating stream tomorrow for our adults.
Oh, shit.
Beans and Puckstars games. So if you guys are interested, you're in Chicago, then I'm one of those lovely ladies going to be at 3 p.m. next week over at Gold.
So,
I bring back when I about that one time.
yes, absolutely.
I'm Brady.
Absolutely.
Another plan.
Also,
Another
I tell your
plan.
camera keeps saying failed.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you suck. So we're going live tomorrow.
I can't, Ken. I can't.
I can't either, bro. But I have to end at noon, like exactly at noon, because then I got to head to the airport. So, we're going to be going. But if you stream stuff, I'll still do the redirect, obviously, but since it's weekends, whatever. But I'll still do it. So,
Very good. Very good.
hell yeah. There's no fucking way you're 6'3", bro. Like, there's no fucking way.
Jesus Christ, this debate is never gonna end.
There's no way, bro.
6'3" brothers.
You have to follow that back.
Fuck you and your blurry camera, bro.
It's blurry for people who won't give a shit on shit. I'm falling. I'm a tall motherfucker. I'm not a short Mexican.
That's the self I was referring to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Granted, your hair's like 6 inches, but I'll give it to you.
eyes to uncover the fatal flaws of a once successful restaurant. This place is on its last legs. We're dying. With the help of my insider, if you head down and speak the truth.
Let's go. What's so serious at Walmart you're shooting the co-workers, bro?
Get 0% APR for 60 months on 2024 GMC EV models.
Social or license number. Officer, no. No, I'm not gonna write. No, officer, I'm not gonna write that.
You need this spot over here.
Oh.
I never carry a 22 LR in my purse. Dude, you hit him in the right spot. That thing's doing damage. I don't know, man. 22 also, I mean, it definitely... I think if you have a gun, your objective is to stop the threat. I mean, you shouldn't be trying to kill somebody necessarily. You should just be trying to protect yourself, you know? So, like, 22 is definitely a valid self-defense round, I think. Yeah, it's not great. I have a... You know, and now I don't have any 22 guns. I really don't know why I did. I just like the range guns. Because 22s are fun to shoot and cheat, dude. They're like valid enough as self-defense guns. Like I would get my girl a 22 or something. They make a 22 Glock now. It's a funky looking little thing, but yeah, I think. Would you rather have like a knife or a 22, baby? I'm taking that 22.
Yeah.
That sword and shield. Can you do that legally? Like, can I just go to Walmart dressed as a knight? Like, full suit of chainmail, fucking shield, sword, like Kingdom Come. Can you do that? Yeah, I need that shirt, dude. I fucking need that shirt, dude. I don't know why. I feel like this chick makes good hash browns, bro. I feel like this chick probably makes really good hash browns.
Do a better search here, right?
No.
Okay. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Let's see.
Are you still confused on that? Like what?
Oh.
Well, when it well, listen. You can do it, but when you threaten, listen.
I did.
Like threaten the school or something, because I wasn't actually going to do it. Especially when you have the ability to carry out the act. You actually have a gun in your car.
I wasn't that willing to do it.
Yeah, having the gun in your car is a whole different ballgame. If you didn't have the gun in your car, she probably would have just gotten fired. I don't know. Cops would have taken it. But having the gun in your car, going to a public place, and then saying in that public place that you're gonna shoot people there will get you sent to jail. Yeah, I mean,
Right. We can't operate that way. We can't operate that way. Because if we leave here, then
You're an adult. No, it doesn't matter. You're an adult. The words you say matter. Words matter. And
no. He said no.
Someone. It is not an empty statement that just kind of goes out the way. Well, that the rest of the world does not work that way. So, have consider.
I don't work for this today.
No.
You going to say?
That is a W, Bill. That is a
Yeah,
W.
I don't think they're going to pass you back. You're directing your boss. The words you use, the instructions you use, them to call the correct. Makes sense.
Your W-2 isn't just a form, it's the key to understanding your taxes. This edition of Tax Tips by TurboTax breaks it down for you. Your W-2 is the form your employer uses to report your earnings and taxes withheld from your pay. If you work as an independent contractor, meaning you're self-employed, you might receive a 1099 instead. Employers should send your W-2 by January 31st. The key information for preparing your federal tax return is in boxes 1, 2, 17, and 19. Box 1 reports your taxable wages, including salary and bonuses. Box 2 reports the federal income taxes withheld from your paychecks throughout the year. This is important because the amount of tax withheld often determines if you'll receive a refund. If the taxes you owe after completing your tax return is less than the total amount reported in Box 2 of your W-2, you should receive a refund from the IRS since you've already paid more tax than you owe. Your W-2 also includes information that can increase your refund, provided you itemize your tax deductions. Boxes 17 and 19 report the state and local income taxes that your employer withheld from your wages. If you itemize instead of claiming the standard deduction, you may deduct the amounts included in these boxes. But the total deduction for all your state and local taxes can't exceed $10,000. It's also important to remember that you can't claim both itemized deductions and the standard deduction on the same tax return. But you can pick whichever one is higher and saves you the most money. For most people, the standard deduction is larger than their itemized deduction, so they can't deduct their state and local income taxes. However, even if you claim the standard deduction on your federal tax return, you'll need the amounts listed in boxes 17 and 19 for your state return. Ready to get started with your taxes? TurboTax makes filing easy. You can even upload your W-2 information online, and TurboTax will automatically populate the right tax forms for you. Visit TurboTax.com for more info to help you file your taxes with confidence. We are your aunties, we love you, and we don't always say it out loud. And say what delicious food. How do you even get? Sometimes I even troubles emotional expression. Do we just laugh at the long, simple question? How do you even get?
Oh, man.
I know it hurt.
It's a predator. Heck yeah, today we got the boxer. All my alerts are off. I can watch out. Watch out. No, watch it going off. My phone's going off. Get over there. Chris Hansen is watching. Man, the boxer. You talk about me? Yeah, I am, sir. The man coming to our... Well, here he comes. Turn around. Was that 13-year-old?
Boy, with that Buick.
Black spray paint. Buick on the way. 24-year-old David Wagner is an amateur boxer. Renamed Dave Cruz 2003. David Wagner, amateur box. Got the Superman shirt on.
Yeah, well done.
Hospital picture right here for you.
Yeah. Right. Where's the other look?
Chat to the decoy who says she's 13.
How do I know it's 13? Oh, I guess back then they always use 13, right?
Yeah.
Still, it's like, man, come on, man. Come on, man. You're 24.
First, Wagner tells her about his boxing prowess, but later,
28-0, 21 knockouts.
Oh, snap.
Boy, what a beast.
Dave Wagner.
Nobody actually keeps up with amateurs.
No, I should have made it a big deal.
Yeah.
Like even if you even people who win the Olympics really keep track of.
Your amateur record?
Yeah.
So he made this number up, for sure.
Hi there, my name is
Amateur
John
wrestling, 21
McCarthy.
knockouts.
Yeah.
An
I'm here
amateur?
to
Get out
welcome
of here,
you
buddy.
Headgear on?
PGA
Yeah,
Tour
sure.
2K25. We are here to play a bit of matchmaking
fights a
fun.
year.
3 holes ahead of us.
3 rounders.
Stroke play are the rules.
Get knocked out in 3 rounds. Yeah,
Let's
whatever.
make this-
All right,
let's make this a good one.
Dave Cruz, you ain't done nothing. Lies.
do you get horny at all?
Maybe.
Don't be shy. You can tell me.
You can tell me. I'm like 28-0. Come on.
Yeah, you've known me for so long.
I'll go be somebody one day, you know?
That's me, Dave Cruz.
He sends along photos of his penis.
Where's all his arm? Ain't no way he's a... Ain't a bunch of nobody with that.
When do you turn 14 again?
December 21st.
Like to make the impossible.
Okay, he appears to be
No.
ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes.
Turns up at the house.
How are you?
I don't know, man. Maybe he has been in that many fights. He looks like
That's true.
Going with the hybrid.
a little,
A little rough.
a little goofy.
About 28-0, but he's definitely been in some fights.
Yeah, you can have a seat right there. I just gotta finish packing. You can get like a Diet Coke and whatever you want. I'll be back in just a minute.
Just a minute. I'm gonna finish packing because I ain't ever gonna be seen around here again.
Right? Go get him, Chris.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's happening?
Yeah, how are you? Get over here like a player.
And here's a look at their hybrid.
Gotta take him. I don't know. It's got pretty tall. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we do here.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's happening?
Nothing much.
Yeah? What you doing here?
Just checking the place out.
Just to look at the door, just to check out the fish on the wall. Fishing shorts and just wandering around the beach and having fun with this house. Yeah. Oh, you make that good. It's such an old episode now that like nobody current knows what I'm talking about.
That sounded good. Well, I hope you can hold on to the fairway. All right, just snuck into the first cut here.
Yeah. Kevin told me to come down here. He's talking about Kevin the whole time.
What do you think of mine?
No.
Here we go with his second shot.
No. Well, there is sort of an open house going on, but it's sort of a different open house.
It's for sickos like you.
Wagner tells me they were just talking about sports. That's when he starts heading towards the door.
Yeah, you know, get on out of here.
Wait a minute, let me
A short interview. Yeah, we was talking about sports, you know. Definitely not showing myself off or anything like that.
Right.
He's ready. He's ready to like.
Oh, he's gonna bust him out about the transcript.
He's a long ways
Just
out
come here
here
one second.
with
For
this
sure.
next putt.
But then he
Hopefully,
decides to
maybe
answer
he
a few
misses.
more questions.
Oh, magic.
And this one
words.
looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right.
I've got the chat log.
Okay.
And what's a 24-year-old doing looking to be with a 13?
Well, I'm not looking to be with her. We're just talking.
I love this is like long enough ago that he probably thinks that this is like her dad. You know?
Yeah.
It's just
I wasn't trying to date her, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to. Definitely not.
Yeah,
I can't be.
just,
I'm an aspiring boxer. I got a whole career out of him. 28-0, 21 knockouts. You know.
Hey, just trying to ruin her life real quick.
Right. You know.
3-minute round.
Try to knock another one out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not really planning on anything, really.
You don't know what you're missing. I'm
Looks like
stroking
he
my
started this one
right
out
now
right.
and looking
This
at your
one's still tracking.
Oh, that one hit hard
and
right
he
there.
gets that to drop.
Would have had my headgear on
He's
right
putting
there.
this next one for birdie.
Chris dropping bombs.
He's going a bit to the right.
You know, I've been fighting a lot. You know, I'm concussed. You know, I'm just not thinking clearly. Obviously.
Wagner remembers that he left his car lights on.
I need to turn the battery off in my car. I swear I'll be right back.
This one will go left to right.
I swear. I'm gonna turn my battery off.
My battery off.
Yeah. You know, after you mentioned it, my oven is on.
Yeah.
At home. I
At
go.
the house. Oh my gosh, I don't want to burn my house
Yeah,
down.
I gotta get going now because I live over an hour away.
Yeah.
My car's gonna die. I'm serious.
And
Why
he
did you leave
gets
the lights on your car
putt to
anyway?
go.
You were going to pick this girl up?
And for the save,
Yeah.
You were going to pick the 13-year-old girl and just ride around.
Yeah. What's that thought, buddy? Gotta go, buddy. This is fluff of leadership.
It's not easy to get him talks about maybe getting her for a ride along the beach. But the fact is,
and here's his look at
With someone else.
Oh, he's 28-1.
Oh, this dude's just like, just the look of his face, he's permanently bamboozled. He's just like, ooh.
Okay, even par at the moment.
Could have waited till I heard Chris's line, you know? He could have waited. Yeah, go turn that car off real quick, aka run.
You know he had to hear it later. You know, you got to find out after the fact.
Oh, that was Chris Hansen. Ooh. Oh, I'm reading the Wikipedia. This dude's bad. Dude's bad. So, he got caught in Florida. He almost got caught in Ohio when they were doing that investigation. And also got with another child
And
while
let's
on
see
bail.
how he does on this hole.
Wow.
Ooh. So, okay, the aftermath was, after being released on bail, he went back online and chatted with an actual child, and he was arrested in May 2007 for it not being like the real thing. And he pleaded guilty to that.
All right,
And
interested
he
to see
pleaded
what he
guilty
has in
to
store for us
illegal
here.
lascivious battery and tampering with a witness, victim, or informant.
Gee.
He got sentenced in 2009, 7 years in prison, followed by 3 years of probation. In August 2009, he was then found guilty in the Catch a Predator case, the one he pleaded not guilty to.
Yeah.
Then he pleaded guilty to child exploitation,
All right,
contribution
let's
of
launch
harmful
this
material to a minor, which is
The
news,
atmosphere.
and
Preferably
attempted
difficult.
lascivious battery, sex victim, 12 to 15 years old. He was sentenced 5 years in prison to be served concurrently with the previous case. Let's see. After his release, he designated a sexual predator in Florida and received lifetime probation and lifetime sex offender registration. And he moved from Florida to Arizona. Shockingly, despite actually having sex with a Vegas classified 2 and 6 offender, did not have to have his registry details published in Arizona. Because only tier 2 and tier 3 offenders have the public information. So the guy actually went out and did it, and then got trouble and went to prison for it, and then moved from Florida to Arizona, where nobody has to know. That's insane.
You are a 10 out of 10. Open beer.
Hey, buddy.
Misty. Dating takes a ton of risks.
What the heck do you have to do in Arizona to get put on tier 2 and 3? That's horrible.
Apparently, getting convicted and actually doing the deed isn't enough.
Right. Yeah, baffling. Do better in Arizona. Do better.
So currently, Chris Hansen did some research, probably on his podcast, right? And reveals that he's now a conspiracy theorist who advocates for not only prisoners who are mistreated in prison, but also sexually assault survivors. Oh no, okay. And Hansen tried to call him after obtaining a number belonging to him, but he never answered. After Chris left a message, he responded with a surprisingly polite and reasonable text response explaining he had no desire to speak to Chris on any public platform, but wished him and his family the best. In Chris' knowledge, Wagner may very well have turned his life and behavior around for the better, never intending to contact Wagner again. Oh, but here's an update. from Arizona, he moved to
Let's go towards
Ohio,
the rough.
where he was classified as a Tier 2 sex offender, which means a
And
moderate
his
risk
fourth
reoffending.
shot
He's
on
obliged
this
to
hole.
update his status with law enforcement every 6 months for 25 years. So he moved, and now has to at least check in with police.
He changed his name.
He changed his name to David Prioletti. Prioletti. Pedaletti.
Oops, out of bounds with that one.
In 2024. Trying to leave it all behind him, you know. It was all set up. It's always this case, man. We watch the episodes. It's like fun, making fun of the terrible person. Then we go read the Wikipedia, and we're just like,
yeah, and like it's way worse
you see like
than what you originally thought,
Yeah.
which is also awesome.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, they should have changed it.
Maybe. I mean, hopefully he turned his life around, but still, boo. Boo that
And
man.
just in the first
Anyway,
cut
that's
on this
episode.
one.
Hope you guys are enjoying it. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday! So thanks, our friends. We'll see you next time. Boo. Should have changed it.
Well, you got to hold on to the fairway here. Okay, that could have been worse. We're just barely in the first cut of rough. Okay, we're on the green. Okay, he's in the sand. Let's see if he can get out. This one's heading left. He managed to stick the green, but he's got a big job to do if he wants to sink that next putt. And this one is about 90 yards to the pin. And he's lining this one up for the triple bogey. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. All right, this one from 17 feet. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Oh, sliding by. This putt's about 14 feet out. And I think this one's going left to right. Okay, here's your birdie look. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh, that could have been a birdie. And now this from 5 feet. He's got 4 feet to the cup from here. And here we go. This is his par putt. And that'll drop. Just a tap. All right, now let's see what the scorecard says. And after that one, currently sitting at even par. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Fairway slopes away from us up around the landing area. Not the greatest contact on that one. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Okay, the ball's above your feet. That's going to have a tendency to pull your shot a little bit to the left. And this one out of the rough. I don't know if you're going to make this. And here we go. This is his second shot.
By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to play pickleball, specifically
And this shot's about 175 yards out.
That's right. That's what all the people say.
We just want to go have fun, goof off, play some amazing places, and take Ken's money.
By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to play pickleball, specifically doubles. So the next time you go on court, you won't be confused. And make sure you stick around till the end, because I'm going to show you some real gameplay for you to learn from. Let's go. Come on. Ah! Pickleball is a racket or paddle sport. It's a combination of tennis, table tennis, and badminton. The paddle resembles more of a ping pong paddle, but larger than it does a tennis or badminton racket. And the ball you use is called a pickleball, which resembles a wiffle ball. If you're familiar with a tennis court, this may surprise you, but you can actually fit 4 pickleball courts on one tennis court. A pickleball court is 44 feet by 20 feet, and it's divided into 3 zones. The right box, the left box, and the kitchen, aka the non-volley zone. The kitchen is the area on each side of the court, which extends 7 feet from the net. The game is played to 11 points, and you must win by 2. Now that you know a bit more about the game, let's take a high-level look at the 3 fundamental rules of the game. Number 1, the serve rule. Here's the gist. Both your feet must be behind the baseline while serving. 1 foot can be hovering over the line, but 1 foot must always be on the ground when you make contact with the ball. You can't jump in the air and serve. You must serve underhand. There's a couple nuance points to this. The paddle face must make contact with the ball below your wrist.
Oh, how dialed was that? That almost went in.
But the gist is, you got to serve underhand. And listen, you can also hit a drop serve, and all those nuanced rules then go out the window. Just know, you can only drop the ball. You can't throw it down to make it bounce higher. You have to just drop it. That's fine. Now, on the serve, the ball must go diagonally across the net. Also, the ball must land beyond the kitchen line. If it lands on the kitchen line, it's a fault. If it hits any other line beyond the kitchen, you're okay. Fundamental rule number 2, the 2 bounce rule. Now, if you're from tennis, you may be familiar with a serve and volley, where a strong server serves and rushes to the net to put the ball away. You can't do that in pickleball. In pickleball,
okay, this is a very long putt for him.
Once on their side before they can hit the ball out of the air, or in other words, hit a volley. This is the reason you see the serving
Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. It's still on track. Oh, is it gonna go? Oh, and the putt doesn't drop. He's not gonna like that. Okay, and this one to save the hole. This one seems to be tilting left to right.
Legally hit the ball out of the air as long as you're behind the kitchen line. Now, let's talk about the 3rd fundamental rule. It's the kitchen rule, or the non-volley zone rule. And listen up,
that putt's just going to fly right by the hole, I guess.
Confuse people when they first start playing. So
and this putt's around 11 feet out. And I think this one's breaking to the left.
Hit the ball out of the air when you're standing in the kitchen, which makes sense because if you could, the game would look totally different. So let's talk about the 3 main kitchen rules.
Oh, it's going right by.
If you hit the ball out of the air, your feet can't touch the kitchen line.
And if he drops this, it'll save par.
It can hover, that's fine. It just can't be inside the line or touch that line. Number 2, if you hit a ball out of the air and your momentum carries you into the kitchen, even if the point is, quote, over, that's a fault. So what do? Stay out or yell help from your partner to pull you out before you fall in. That's okay. Number 3, if the ball bounces in the kitchen, you can step in there all day and get that ball. The actual rule says, quote, a player may enter the non-volley zone before or after returning any ball that bounces. So you don't have to wait for the ball to bounce before you step in. Often a misconception. You can anticipate the ball bouncing and get in there early to hit that ball. Let's go one step further. You can technically stand in the kitchen line and
he will force
but that would be smart because if they hit it at you, you wouldn't be able to take it out of the air because you're in the kitchen. And if it hits you, it's their point. So after stepping in to get a ball, make sure you get both reestablished behind the kitchen line immediately. So if they hit the ball back at you, you're able to volley it easily. Now let's talk about 5 ways that you win a rally or exchange with your opponent. If the opponent hits the ball out of bounds, you win the rally. If your opponent hits the ball into the net, you win the rally. If your opponent lets the ball bounce twice on their side, you win the rally. If your opponent commits a kitchen violation, you win the rally. If your opponent gets hit by the ball you win the rally. Now, let's talk about how the game flow and the scoring system
chosen
works.
a
Very
hybrid on this
simply,
one.
you can only score points on the board when your team is serving. This is crucial. The first person on your team serves, and if they win the point, that same person switches sides to
Let's see
the
what this
other
guy
box
does.
and continues to be the server. If they don't win the point, the serve switches to their partner. Because remember, both players on a team get the opportunity to serve and score points in one possession. What do I mean by possession? A possession is any time you or your partner are serving and have a chance to win points. When the second server on your team serves and you don't win the point, the possession ends and the serve switches over to the other team, which results in a side out. And a side out just means the possession is over. Both players on that team had their chance to serve and score points, but they both lost on their serve. Now the other team starts their possession, aka they become the serving team, where both players get to serve and score points. Now, let's get specific about how scoring works. In doubles pickleball, the score is comprised of three numbers. The first number is how many points your team has scored. The second number represents how many points your opponent's team has scored. And what makes doubles pickleball unique and often confusing for beginners
This is his second.
The third number. That number is either a 1 or a 2, which represents the serving order after a team achieves a side out. Now, whoever is on the right box when the side out occurs will be the first server, also called the 1. When the 1 loses on their serve, the serve switches over to their partner, aka the 2. When the 2 loses on their serve, the possession ends and the serve switches over to the other team, a side out. Now, hear me on this. When the side out happens, whichever player ended their previous possession on the right box becomes the 1 for this possession. It's worth noting, one player might be the 1 at one time in the game, and the 2 another time in the game. It's not always the same person. Again, it's the person who ended the previous possession
secure his win in
who
the
now
playoff.
becomes the 1.
I think this putt looks like it's
So
going
let's
left
see
to
some
right.
real gameplay. It's going to be me, Kyle, and my teammate Wendy, K, and W versus Tyler and JT. That's T and J. The game always starts at 0, 0, 2. 0 is the amount of points we have, 0 is the amount of points they have, and 2 means I'm the second server.
And
So
from there,
means we
not
only
a
have
bad result.
one chance at the beginning of the game to
This
serve and
putt
score
is
points. It's the
about
exception.
14
The founders
feet.
of the game didn't minimize the
This one
advantage of
starts
the
off
starting
pretty straight and
instead.
then
Let's go ahead
should
and start.
turn to the
0,
left.
0, 2.
Oh, that would have been good to have that one drop. And this putt from 4 feet.
Yeah.
All right, this
Okay,
could
so we just
secure his
scored.
win in this playoff.
Wendy and I scored. We're playing Tyler and JT. So I'm going to switch over to the other side.
And with that,
now
he's
the
going to
score
take
is
the
1-0-2.
win in the playoff. Unfortunate. Okay, that'll just about do it for me here today. Great work in the
Ball's going to go
playoff.
over to the other side.
Just
That's
couldn't
called a
squeak out the
side
win in the
out.
end, which
So
is
right now, they have
totally
two
fine.
chances to serve and score.
Good luck
JT is
next time.
serving.
See
The
ya.
score is 0-1-1. Here we go. Okay, now the score is still 0-1, but this time that third number is going to be a 2. 0-1-2. Yeah. All right, so now they just won the point, so it's 1-1-2. Now Tyler's going to switch over to the other side. 1-1-2. Here we go. Nice. All right, so we just got to side out. Now the serve comes back to us. Wendy is on the right box right now, and anytime there's a side out, the person who's at the right box will be the first server. So right now the score is 1-1-1. Here we go. Got it. We lost that exchange. Ball comes to me. 1-1-2.